Feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming up.
Hello guys and girls, this is Spacey Dragon here, and it has been eons since I made a video, but I wanted to make a video, so here it goes. Like, it's been so long, guys, but I wanted to make a video, so here we go. This is Goodnight Punpun, guys, and I've been wanting to make this review for a while now, because it's been about roughly 5 days since I've finished it, but yeah, I'm kind of a newbie to this series, but this manga is unlike anything else from the genre. Like, I haven't seen anything like this in a very long time. It follows Punpun Onodera. We watch him grow, we watch him develop, we watch him suffer, we watch him fall into an impending doom of which he cannot even escape. It's just as I anticipated. A look into a truly miserable life. Punpun goes to preschool. That's what I do believe. He likes girls, he likes space, but what does he get? Absolutely nothing. He lives in a world of deceit. Nothing as it seems. That's the gist of what you see me Punpun. This manga will suck the life out of you.
Hey Kirby! Ow!
Let this world shape you, because you'll learn what it means to be alive, what it means to suffer, what it means to be broken. The broken can never be happy. The broken can never truly live. That's what Punpun is about. Punpun stays in his room for days, obsessing over Aiko, his former love interest, or what he loved in preschool. Like, he grew up with her, he kind of like vaguely knew her as time progressed, but I don't think he ever truly knew her that well. He ponders on her, he thinks about her, and he completely loses it towards the end of the series, as you could see. Because okay, here's a little bit of spoilers here, but this is a spoiler-filled review, so mind that with everything else that you're about to hear. But Punpun decides to kill Aiko's mother in response, like, okay, Aiko's mother is really abusive, but she follows this weird cult, and this video is a little bit unscripted because it's kind of hard to make this video, but I'm gonna try and make this work. But the weird cult that she followed, oh, and there's just so many like little details I could look into, but it's like, okay, from the moment like in like volume 4 where Punpun smokes his first cigarette that Yuchi gives him, that is the moment he goes into his impending doom of which he cannot even escape. He is totally lost in the world. He has nothing left. He has no life to be given. He is completely ridiculed by the world. It's disappointing to see this man really just go down this rabbit hole of which he cannot even escape. It's sad, honestly, and it depresses the heck out of me, honestly, and it's sad. In all actuality, Goodnight Punpun was probably the most depressing thing I've ever read. But if you want something new to read, then this is a good manga. It was painful, and it was ridiculous at times, and honestly scary as fuck, but it's scary only because it's real. It feels real, and it's grounded in reality. Fuck, I'd even say this is the best manga I've ever read since Vinland Saga. Now, this will be a spoiler discussion, so if you haven't read the manga, go ahead and read it, or just damn right avoid it, because it will mess you up, it will shape you, and it might even change you. Might even be relatable for all I care, but just be careful, this one cuts deep. Now, Punpun follows Punpun Onodera. So, I apologize if I mispronounce these names. So, there's a total of, well, I don't know how many characters, I'm just gonna say their names. So, there's Aiko Tanaka, Afro God, Sachi Nanju, Yuchi Onodera, Midori, and Ko. And Masumi Sekai. Now, today this wouldn't be a recommendation, but rather a referral of sorts, because this isn't something I'd say is easy to read. It's intimidating, it took me nearly 6 months to finish it, it's depressing, but it's brilliant. The way Inio Asano conveys his points in the world is real, but realistic, it's stunning, and it's just cool, honestly. And cold, the art style, the message, the world, but likable, but also dislikable characters. It comes together into a massive story that branches out into 7 volumes total. Now, That may be a turn off for some people, but actually, no, these are omnibus volumes, so if you get them in English, they're going to be thick. What else is thick besides pies? Well, Goodnight Punpun. The story starts off with Punpun's early childhood, and hands of time will reenact as you progress through the story. Aiko, Punpun's formal love interest since preschool, I can relate to those things. As a kid, you're expected to accept the world. Punpun had a hard time understanding life, and he had a hard time. And it's like a nightmare at first glance, but I love it. It's realistic. It's cunning. Because whenever you think something good is going to get for Punpun, it's immediately turned down by immediate deceit. Life is hard for Punpun. It's a life I live myself, and sadly, we have to understand that Punpun's life is real. It's the hardships we all come across and ponder as life progresses. In spite of Punpun's life, you see that he takes the appearance of a pigeon, or some type of bird. His form changes throughout the manga, and honestly, I was left for confusion throughout the entirety of the manga. The scenes that the series leaves, it's scary. And guys, I apologize that the video quality is a little bit lackluster, and again, I am using a low quality mic, so it's, bar none, it's sad, okay guys? It's a simple mic, that's honestly not the best. Now, I want to talk about the end of Goodnight Punpun. Now, I want to talk about the end, the utter conclusion, and its impact on Punpun's life. Aiko nearing the end commits suicide. Now that left me confused. I wasn't sure as to why, it just left me in awe and wonder. As Punpun carries her lifeless body through the city, he traveled to with Aiko to escape from everything. From the abuse, the trauma, his life is essentially, in conclusion to this review, Punpun never succeeded in overcoming his past, which left me depressed. Sashi, his life for formal love interest, he ends up with her in the end, and honestly, it's just, okay, this video is a little bit unscripted, but this series is just so damn depressing. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, it's just, there's so much to it. Now, this video is scripted, okay guys, so I am trying to convey like little details here and there, but it's difficult. Until the end, he told him that his mom loved him, which bar none was the most depressing end to one's life. In conclusion, Punpun lived, but he never lived in the world free of pain. He lived it for pain and suffering, and he'll continue the end until the end closes into reality of no true happiness. Perhaps it's the life of many, and he continues into the end of this void. Punpun was segregated from the world. He has blood on his hands. Again, it's just from killing his mother, and that meant that he was like literally giving up everything that he ever built on. And on top of that, he didn't feel the stab wound, and this part is going to be entirely unscripted, so I have no idea what I'm going to say, but I'm going to try my best to make this video as intriguing as possible. But from reading like the earlier part of the manga, if you remember, like when he was in elementary school, he essentially he grew out of like he became super mature throughout the entire series. And honestly, I don't even know where to begin. Like this manga, this manga has so much going for it. If you want to read something different, if you read Solanin, then go for it. You'll probably like this anyway. I mean, it's depressing, but I feel like everybody could get something out of this. Everyone should read Goodnight Punpun for what it is. It's intriguing at best. It's weird. I don't know how to talk about it. Like it's definitely not for the faint of heart, but what could I say really? It's a manga series that really encapsulates on like depression and like abuse and neglect and like delusions. Like and Goodnight Punpun has this really weird concept of God. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's just, if you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So essentially, this is a spoiler-filled review, but if you like watch this video and you like went blind in this video, I would still recommend reading the manga. Go for it. Okay, so I forgot to mention Punpun's relative Yuchi, essentially the pervert. He was the influence of Punpun's earlier life, but I felt excuse me. Yuchi Onodera was a ceramics teacher. He was popular, but he was also a pervert, which makes him a little bit despisable. Was when he also had an affair with a 16-year-old, which made him even more despisable. But he was that daughter was the daughter of Miss Yagi, who was actually another student of his, which he also harms her because Miss Yachi's daughter actually requests that, in which he originally intended to kill her, but that doesn't happen. But unfortunately, I can't remember the reasoning behind this, but it's just really dark. But despite all that, he's my favorite character. Okay guys, so if you remember correctly, Yuchi decides that he wants to commit suicide at one point in the book, and I think that he doesn't commit suicide because he feels an overarching role of responsibility, which does make sense, but he means so much to Punpun if you really think about it. Like, he is the influence of his life, and he is basically just the influence, really. But I don't know, he feels like he feels responsible for his family. Like, Punpun lost his mother, he lost his dad to jail, and it's just all that going for him. And if he committed suicide, then that would just be one more thing on his list. But after cheating on Midori, I feel like he feels like he has more responsibility in that regard. Like, he despises himself, okay? Like, that's what I think is going for him. And I don't really remember a lot about Yuchi, unfortunately, even though he's my favorite character. It's really hard to say what exactly I think of him, because I read this months ago, and it's just every little intricate detail I can remember, but that's about it. I also forgot to mention that Punpun's biological father is in jail, responsible for the physical abuse of his mother. Supposedly, not really sure. It could be false allegations or maybe not. We're not really sure. Yuchi sort of acts as Punpun's father figure. He's the influence behind Punpun's psychology. He's essentially an atheist that hates religion and wants no part in it. He hates God. That's all I'm going to say. The story was relatable, and me, myself, I've gone through abuse, so I could relate to this character tremendously. I gone through hardships, I gone through life's troubles, and this manga, to me, was great. I really enjoyed it. So last week, I finished Goodnight Punpun. I embarked on it, and honestly, kind of was addictive. Seeing this kid grow up into an adult was probably one of the best parts of the manga. It left me in awe and wonder and confusion. Punpun was a character that desired to lose his virginity, and I do not know why. He's a horny motherfucker, okay? And he gets that, okay? But in all reality, it scars him. Yuchi's fiance molests Punpun early in life, and I just feel that this story was relatable, but it's kind of hard to look at. The execution was great. I recommend this, but this isn't for the faint of heart, guys. So that's all I could really say about Goodnight Punpun right now, but please like the video and subscribe, and that's all I gotta say. Alright, so this is the first time I'm actually revealing my face here, and this is a little bit different. My hands are shaky. I have schizophrenia, so it's kind of hard. So near the end, Sachi, okay, if you really look into this, you know how Punpun wanted to lose his virginity? Well, he ends up, it was Midori. So Midori molests Punpun, and that, whoa, yeah. That was deep. So, if you think about that, that utterly means that he literally... You can't come back from that. Once you lose your virginity, you're just... That's when he starts becoming a bit more mature. That's at least what I think, but I could be awfully wrong. So, today I also want to give out a shout out to Highland Manga. She makes good review content. She makes haul videos. She also makes top 10 videos, so if you want to check out her content, go for it. Subscribe to her channel. She makes great content, and it's she's only been a YouTuber for about a month, and she is doing phenomenal right now. Like, I want to see her grow. So when I look at her channel, this is what I want my channel to look like. Like, I am probably gonna mimic that same agenda. Like, that agenda is really something I should pull through with. But that's gonna be all for today, guys. Like, took me maybe 15 to 20 hours to make this video, so please like the video. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so I actually forgot to mention that Sachi ends up writing Punpun's entire life story, which really just means that he's not going to be able to get away from this impending reality of which he's come to face. It means that he cannot escape it. It means he cannot, like, his life is revolving around that. Like, it's going to be like that for the rest of his life, basically. And more so, that's all I just wanted to say. Like, there's so many little details you need to pick up on, but that was one of the little details I just kind of remembered as time progressed. But yeah, that's the gist of it. And that's gonna be all for today, guys. I am Spacey Dragon, the inheritor of YouTube. Follow me on my journey into YouTube. I'm gonna make a comeback to YouTube this year, and I plan on making more videos. Vinland Saga is next. Look out for that analysis when the time comes. Good night, everyone. This is Goodnight Punpun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Goodbye.
光見つけた空白の時間迷い込んだ宙づりの世界信じられる答え探し求めてよたださまよってよ指の隙間逃げらないよそ見せたら暇もない受けた傷跡さえが手に静寂切り裂いてく誰も彼も出てはバイブ守るだけじゃ can't survive